I'm at the Carolina Indoor Tennis Center where the Gamecocks just defeated the Blue Hose in both doubles and singles play. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from their dual season opener. I'm at Founders Park where the Gamecocks just defeated the Queens Royals 13-3. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the game. The Gamecocks will be back in action this Friday as they take on their rivals from the upstate in a 3-game series against Clemson. For SGTV, I'm Dakota Morris. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dakota Morris.
And I'm Isabella Davis, here to give you the latest in sports.
Gamecocks men's basketball is having a successful start to their season, taking another win this past Monday against the Virginia Military Institute. The Gamecocks are now 3-0, making it their best start since the 2019 season. SGTV reporter Abby Yeary has more. Coming. This past Sunday, South Carolina women's volleyball suffered a loss to LSU by a score of 3-2. The Gamecocks, who are now 10-14, put up a tough fight throughout the 5-set match, but were unable to close out their 2-1 set lead. The Gamecocks were the first to reach the 15-point mark in the first set, but LSU quickly responded and took the set. The Gamecocks picked up the pace in the second set, and a kill from junior Lauren McCutcheon ended the set with the Gamecocks on top. The third set was characterized by impressive Gamecock offense that got them another set win. However, in the third and fourth sets, LSU became dominant in the offense and the Gamecocks were unable to answer back. Despite the loss, this is a really amazing opportunity for the Gamecocks and for Notre Dame, honestly.
It really is. I'm so jealous they're in Paris right now. I really wish we could fly over and see them for Monday's game.
Me too. I saw some Twitter pictures from Dawn Staley and the team, and they seem to be having a really good time.
Definitely.
Looking on the green, this past Sunday, the Gamecock men's golf team teed off at the Daniel Island Intercollegiate. The Gamecocks concluded the tournament on Tuesday with an individual first-place win. South Carolina finished the first day tied third, thanks to senior Rafe Reynolds, sophomore Frankie Harris, junior Nathan Franks, and sophomore Zach Adams. These same four players pushed the Gamecocks into second place the second day of the tournament, shooting 4 under, 284, one shot behind first place. Frankie Harris led the way for the Gamecocks in the second round, shooting 3 under, 69, and recording only 1 bogey all day. Thus, it was no surprise when Harris took the individual first-place win. Harris went into the final round on Tuesday 2 shots behind. In Gamecock football, last Saturday, the Gamecocks played their last game on the road for the regular season with a 30-17 loss to the Texas A&M Aggies. The team started the game off strong, leading 7-0 from a touchdown from Decarion Joyner with only 2 minutes left in the first quarter. The teams were knotted at 7 in the second quarter until the Aggies recorded 2 more touchdowns before the end of the half, making it 21-7. Both teams kicked a field goal in the third, bringing the score to 24-10. Spencer Rattler found Joshua Simon for a touchdown in the first play of the fourth quarter. However, after the Gamecocks cut the lead to 24-17, the Aggies shut them down for good. Rattler went into the game with a season average of 277 passing yards, but could only manage 176 yards against the Aggie defense. The Gamecocks as a whole only picked up 209 yards compared to the Aggies' 354. This game marks the 4th straight loss for the Gamecocks and their 5th loss in the SEC this season. South Carolina will play 4 games at home this November, starting with Jacksonville State this Saturday. This game will also serve as a reunion for the 2010-2013 football teams who will be honored at halftime. Former Gamecock head coach Steve Spurrier will also be honored along with the team.
I'm really excited to see Steve back on the field again. It's been a few years, and I feel like it'll be great to see what he has to say, and who knows, maybe even bring some good luck charm to the Gamecocks for this weekend's game.
Yeah, I'm really hoping he can maybe put some pep in their step this weekend. Coming up after the break, SGTV entertainment reporters Emma Wyatt and Destiny Austin will lay down the talk of the town. Stay tuned.
Now let's see if the Gamecocks can bring back a second one of the SEC season as they're getting ready to play A&M after this big defeat against Georgia.
Yeah, it is a really big win for them, and it's a really big deal to be winning so much in the conference play. The Gamecocks men's soccer team added another win to their resume this past Saturday against Old Dominion. Both teams were scoreless with less than 30 seconds left in the game when Ethan Deckel-Dox earned a free kick at 28 yards out. Deckel-Dox was able to score with 5 seconds left, giving the Gamecocks 1-0 victory. Let's take a look.
Now let's see if Shuba can bring in that same energy that's brought her to become the player of the week into this game as they're getting ready to play at home tomorrow.
Yeah, and you guys should definitely come out and watch. The first 300 students to show up will get a very special Friday the 13th soccer USC tee, so make sure you show up for your team. It's Selection Sunday, and I'm here at home team where the Gamecocks men's basketball team was just served some good news and a side of barbecue. Let's take a look at some of the reactions from the team.
The Gamecocks are currently 26-7, improving their record by 15 games from last season and tying with the 2017 Final Four team for the most wins in program history. They broke into the AP Top 25 rankings in February for the first time in 7 years and made it as high as the 11th spot in the poll. South Carolina finished the regular season as one of only 18 teams in the nation with multiple AP Top 10 wins. 2017 was also the last time the men's team saw themselves on the NCAA tournament radar, so their reaction to hearing their name called on the big screen was no surprise. The Gamecocks landed a 6th seed in the Midwest region of the tournament. Though the Gamecocks were picked last in the SEC preseason media poll, star guard Michi Johnson is confident in his team.
Look at us now, you know what I'm saying? Look at us now. We here, you know, we humble, we're hungry, and we're just going. We believe in each other.
And senior BJ Mack believes they have the skills to make a run in the tournament.
I think so. I think the way how we stretch the floor out, how we're unselfish, and how do we get out there on defense, that's going to cause a lot of problems for people going to March.
The team's success this season is largely due to SEC Coach of the Year Lamont Paris, whose contract has been extended through the 2029-2030 season. Though Paris believes it's his people, not his coaching.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it says we got the right people. I think that's what it says more than anything. It doesn't say that the plays I run are the best plays on planet Earth, but it says we have the right people.
The Gamecocks will head to Pittsburgh to take on Oregon this Thursday. For SGTV, I'm Dakota Morris. I'm here at Williams-Brice Stadium where the Gamecocks just fell 16-7 to the Clemson Tigers. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the 120th Palmetto Bowl. Before kickoff, South Carolina University President Michael Amaritis and his wife led the sold-out stadium of 80,172 in the Gamecock chant. The Clemson defense, led by defensive back Khalil Barnes, would set the tone for the night on the very second play of the game. On a dropped backwards pass from Spencer Rattler to Xavier Legette, Barnes would recover the ball and take it to the Clemson end zone. This would be Clemson's only touchdown in the game, making it the first time since 1979 the Gamecocks would not allow them an offensive touchdown. Carolina's solo touchdown came after a sack from Tyreek Johnson forced the Tigers to punt and turn over the ball. Luke Doty made the 1-yard touchdown on a 4th and goal for his only touchdown of the season. The Gamecocks were able to keep the pressure on the Tiger offense for the remainder of the game, forcing 3 field goals. However, Clemson's kicker Jonathan Whites rose to the occasion. White secured a 50-yard field goal in the first quarter, a 49-yard goal in the second, and a 42-yard goal in the third. The score would stay the same for the remainder of the game. During halftime, fans were surprised with a special on-field appearance from the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, and South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster. Though senior night did not end in a win for all 21 Gamecock seniors, Rattler and Legette ended their seasons with impressive stats. Rattler recorded 3,186 yards this season, 3rd most all-time, and his 67.5% career completion rate is a program record. Legette has 1,255 receiving yards this year, 2nd all-time, and is the first player since 2013 to average 17.5 yards or more in a season. The Tigers ended the game with a total of 319 yards, averaging 4.37 per play, compared to the Gamecocks' 169 total yards and an average of 3.02 per play. The Gamecocks concluded their regular season 5-7. For SGTV, I'm Dakota Morris.